Hey everyone, my name is Jay, and my story will be about how my friend traded our friendship in for popularity in girls. Trust me, you don't ever want to lose a close friend like this. Dennis and myself had been friends for what seemed like a lifetime. Well, in a way it has been. We have spent almost every day together since we were 2. We hung out in the same playground, we went to the same school, we even studied after class together. We even played on the same soccer team. We were about as close as you could get before becoming the same exact person. When we got older though, something changed. It all started falling apart in high school, where I began to see how people judged each other on a coolness scale. What really sucks is I also found out that the people placed me pretty much at the bottom of the scale. I wasn't the best to look at or the funniest, and I was just a regular guy when it came to grades and sports. Dennis, however, turned out to be a school celebrity, a lady magnet, and an above-average student. Even the teachers loved him. He started distracting himself and getting new friends. It seemed like the more friends he got, the less time he spent with me. After weeks of him being flaky with hanging out with me, it finally came to the point where he had to make a choice between me or his new friends. My birthday just so happened to land on the same day as this pretty cheerleaders party, who was also one of Dennis's new cool friends. Dennis was literally like family. I couldn't ever imagine us spending a birthday without each other. But when I invited him, he got this look on his face of embarrassment. I knew he was going to say no. And guess what? He did. Dennis could barely even look me in the eye when he said, "Sorry, man, Lindsay is throwing this really lit party. Everyone is invited. You won't be mad if I go to that instead, right? Maybe I'll see you there." Dennis knew I wasn't on the list to be invited. That was only reserved for the coolest kids in school. I never felt what it was like to be lonely before this point in my life, and it seemed like things between me and Dennis just got more distant. He dedicated all of his time to his new friends. It got to the point where we hadn't even said one word to each other in a whole week. I actually didn't have any other close friends beside Dennis. So for months, I walked alone, sat alone, and did homework alone. Until one day, some guy came up to me at my lunch table, and he asked if he could join me. I had never been so happy to have a stranger talk to me. His name was Chris, and he had just moved to the area. He didn't know or have any friends either. Chris turned out to be a better friend than even Dennis and I were. Chris and me were equals. And the best thing is, I know Chris wouldn't ditch me for any newer, cooler friends. Now let me just say that I would have loved to end this story by saying how Dennis came crawling back to me to try to be friends with me again, and I just happily saying no thank you. But instead, me and Dennis could move to a different state and neither one of us would notice. We haven't talked in forever. My advice? For when you feel betrayed by someone close, it's really just easier to let them go. Because maybe it will never be the same. I'm sure everyone has gone through a breakup with your best friend. Let me know how you guys dealt with it in the comments below. If you can relate to my friendship story, like and share this video with your friends.